Well, last week I spent a day at DiVentures, Omaha's Scuba and Swim Center. Love the place. It's awesome.
It's cool. A lot of people go before vacation to take scuba classes and get certified.
Yeah, before you see how I did in the water, let's welcome Dean Hollis and Keely Montgomery.
It's nice to have you here.
Good to see you guys again. Just saw them last Friday. Yeah, it's good to have you back here. And last Friday we talked Try Scuba. That's a class you guys offer. Can you explain what that class is?
Sure. It's every Sunday, and it's Sunday at 1 o'clock. All you have to do is call DiVentures ahead of time and reserve a spot, and it's $75, and we get you underwater. We teach you a couple of basic safety skills and let you see what it's like to breathe underwater and blow bubbles.
And then after Try Scuba, what's the next step in getting certified?
There's a couple of things. After that, you could, the next logical next step is to get certified. And Try Scuba is not a certification, it's just to experience it. And that's a course, normally takes about 2 weeks and about 5 sessions in the pool, in the classroom, and then you go into the open water and demonstrate your skills.
Yeah, I would try that Try Scuba class first. For $75 you get to go underwater because it's so unnatural to breathe underwater. It's a really cool feeling. So then you get certified, then what? What's next? You can go diving, right?
Go diving, that's why you do it. It's kind of like a driver's license. You know, getting certified isn't the end, it's the beginning.
Yeah.
And we think it's a beginning to a great life experience. We have additional specialty courses, like if you're into photography, you can do underwater photography or deep diving or boat diving or shore diving. But the key is travel, and the key is going someplace where you can see the cool fish and see the beautiful coral reefs. And
I know you organize trips sometimes, and you were saying that some of your friends are out on a trip now, and they had a great sighting this week. What did they see?
We have a group, Keely, about 20 down
in Utila, Honduras.
Honduras, yeah.
What did they find?
Yesterday they saw a whale shark on one of their dives.
Wow.
Yeah.
My Uncle Wally and Aunt Bev are on that trip. They're having a great time.
Are they?
I've seen pictures. Yes,
Oh,
they're on that
that's
trip right
wonderful.
now. And last week, I don't know if you watched last Friday, but I went underwater to help you better understand what to expect for your own DiVentures experience. Here it is. Take a look.
All right, here we go. So this is our air cylinder, which allows us to breathe underwater. We have a first stage regulator, and then on the front, we have the primary regulator. That's what we'll breathe out of. So over there we have an inflator hose, and this allows us to put air in our BC, which allows us to float. So if we push this little button, you can hear and feel how air comes in, and the big button lets air out. And this is kind of the brains of the system. And this is a computer that tells us everything we need to know. As we get into the water, it'll activate, it'll tell us our dive time, it'll tell us our dive depth, it'll tell us how much air we have, and it'll tell us the direction. It'll have a compass. So everything we need to know.
Okay, first we have our mask on so we can see. We have our regulator in so we can breathe. Regulator in. We have air in our buoyancy control device so we can float. Okay, then we're going to take our right hand and hold it just like that to hold our regulator in place and our mask in place. We're going to look to the horizon as if we're in Mexico. Lift your right leg up and take a step out. Let's get wet.
As we get to the bottom, the skills will work on. So we'll push this button to let air out so we can go negatively buoyant. When we get to the bottom, we'll work on 2 skills. A regulator retrieval. We want to do that in case the regulator gets knocked out of our mouth for any reason while we're underwater. We want to learn what to do with that in that situation. The number 1 water safety rule is never swim or dive alone. The number 2 safety rule in scuba is never hold your breath. So if the regulator gets knocked out of your mouth, you always want a steady stream of bubbles. The second skill we'll work on is clearing your mask. Because you go down there to see the cool fish and the cool reef, and if your mask fogs up or for some reason your mask gets knocked off, we don't want you to panic. We want you to know how to be safe and in control. So that's a very simple skill. We'll put water in it. You breathe in through the regulator. Slight amount of pressure on the top of the mask. Tilt your head back. Exhale through your nose. Head back down. So in through your mouth, out through your nose. The water will come out, and your regulator will be, and your mask will be clear. There's 2 reasons we have a 14-foot pool. One is pressure, right? So when you go down, we're going to equalize our ears. Because as you go down, the pressure of the water is going to put pressure on the air spaces. And it's like if you're diving to the bottom of the pool, your ears, you have to pop them or equalize them. So we're going to work on that. And then the second, when you come up, the air expands. Okay, so buoyancy is really, really important from a safety standpoint and a comfort standpoint. The little button puts air in your BC, and the big button takes air out of the BC. And ideally, we always want to be neutrally buoyant so that we're in control and we don't bang into the reef.
How did I do down there?
You did great. You looked like you had fun. Did you?
Nice touch at the end there,
Yeah,
Dean.
that was a good time. I didn't wear my Speedo, okay? I know people were wanting me to wear that. But no, I think one of the things I learned about this, everything that you went through, safety, we talk safety so much. You really ingrain that into your the people taking your classes.
That's right. Everything we do at DiVentures, we always say that safety is our #1 priority and fun is our #1 goal. Whether it's in Learn to Swim or whether it's in Scuba or whether it's in Aqua Zumba or stand-up paddleboard, everything we do is always grounded in safety and fun.
And for kids just getting into the pool, or maybe they've been in for a while and they want to kind of kick it up a notch, Keely, what kinds of classes do you have for the youngest members of our families?
We have swim lessons that start for kids as young as 6 months, and then during the summer we also offer some fun camps for kids. We have Aqua Rangers, which focuses on water safety, lifeguarding, snorkeling, and our Scuba Rangers class, it meets for a week and they get to do scuba for 5 days in our pool.
Is this what we're looking at right now, that class?
Yep, those are our Scuba Rangers.
What are the ages for those kids to be in that class?
Scuba Rangers is 7 to 12, and Aqua Rangers is a little bit younger, it's 6 to 10.
And then for parents with even younger kids, at what age do you recommend getting into the pool to learn how to swim?
It's never too early. We start our lessons at 6 months old, and those start in a baby and me class with a parent or guardian in the water. They're really fun. They kind of just get acclimated to the water, blowing bubbles, holding their breath, and get used to being wet.
Well, pools are going to be opening here within a few months, and I mean, every summer you just want to make sure that families are able to enjoy themselves, that everybody's keeping an eye out, everybody's doing it safely, and DiVentures is a great place to lay that foundation, whether it's swim or scuba, as we're focusing on today with so many of you heading on vacation. Give it a shot, get certified before you go. So DiVentures is near 120th and I, and then online, a really great website. It's informative. It's DiVentures.net.
Yeah, I was really impressed how well those young kids do underwater. They do really good.
They have so much fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch them down there.
And the adults have some fun too, as we saw between the two
Well, I
of
need to
you.
get certified now is what that means.
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
I'll come in and do that. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys, for coming in.
Great to
Thank
see
you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good
thanks
to
for
have
everybody.
you.
It already feels like summer. The truth is, spring hasn't even started though yet.
Yeah, but it will soon. Then comes summer and cool camps. We were just talking about a few of those. Omaha Children's Museum has a full docket as well. We're going to see what's planned there next.